I was up literally all night making 50 brick on a sticks. Health and safety hazard, you know that?
No, there is absolutely no health and safety issue. The management of this college has dissolved. The management of this college has dissolved the health and safety committee, and you are saying that this banner is a health and safety issue. Are you serious about it? People can enter. We do not prevent anyone from entering. We are just here to.
I think teachers have a right to go on strike.
British Airways, BCS unions going on strike, Leeds, UCL, Sussex, here at King's, London Met, you know, people are starting to say, wait, hold on a minute, you know, we can't actually, we can't just let people, you know, get away with this, because it's, you know, massive attacks on the public sector and education.
And what would you say to those who say is
Well, I'm here to support all the colleagues in the university whose jobs are under threat. I'm hoping that the management will listen and try and think sensibly. Is this strategy the best strategy? Are we going to be basically a very, very narrow university, or are we going to keep the full range of disciplines open, which the reputation of King's is founded on?
Yeah, at Waterloo campus, and we had a pretty good response from staff and students. And actually one of the security guards came out at 10 o'clock and they told us that normally by that time about 1,700 students and staff have gone in, but today only about 450 had gone in by that time, so obviously the strike's having a good effect.
They say cut back!
We say fight back!
Cut back!
Fight back!
Cut back!
Fight back!
They say cut back!
We say fight back!
Where we stand here, exactly mid-road between Westminster on the one hand, on my left hand, and the city on the other hand, is very symbolic. On the one hand, so we have that government which has decided to bail out the banks, giving billions of pounds, and on the other hand announces savage cuts affecting all the public sector and first and foremost higher education. As the result of these cuts, and with the excuse of these cuts, the management of this college has already announced 205 redundancies. Whole departments will close down, like engineering, American studies. People will have seen the messages that have gone out to students that are incredibly patronising, where they're saying that cuts are going ahead, but the result of these cuts will be that students' education is enhanced. We don't believe this. We think the staff and students need to stand together against the top-down management culture and say this is our college. Universities, a mood developing and a movement developing that wants to defend education against the attacks that are coming from within, as we've seen it in this college, and from without. Because the reality at King's College, when they tell us we need to make £27 million worth of cuts, there's another figure very close to 27 million. £29 million is the total salary bill for the top 200 earners in the college. That's to say, 202 people in this college earn over £100,000. Their combined salary bill is £29 million. 17 of them earn more than the Prime Minister, including the Principal, who earns £312,000. The £100,000 salary cap would save this college £9 million a year. What does it say about the priorities of this institution that the luxury consumption of a tiny minority of staff is put before the future of departments and our colleagues? These are the priorities that we need to reverse, and this is what we'll continue to do. We're in negotiations with the college about finding a solution to the settlement. They don't want to budge on the issue of compulsory redundancies or on reopening the consultation process. So today is just the start of something that's going to carry on for many weeks. So we need to convince our colleagues and our fellow students that this kind of action can get results. Already we've seen them backing down. We need to keep the pressure up, keep the mood that we've had today, keep the idea that we are celebrating our defence of education and the values that underpin it.
A lot of people were just not aware that there were picket lines, you know, and that they, you know, would need to cross them to go into university. And I think it's just very, very crucial to make people aware, you know, that there are people and they're losing their jobs and they have to go past them to go to their lectures. And I think a lot of people were just not realising that. So I sent out an email and I hope nobody went.
Save education.
Save education. Portugal against the education cuts.
On the 1st of March this year, students occupied the Vice-Chancellor's office for 3 days, forcing him to go and work elsewhere. And I'll tell you something, when they occupied his office and when he disappeared, we saw no difference in how the university was run. Its management don't do a thing at our place. And I'll tell you something else, when they talk about job cuts, they talk about job cuts in the abstract. They talk about us like we're figures on pieces of paper. That's what we are to them. But we're real people. And when they make job cuts, we will lose our jobs and we'll be real people losing our jobs and real students who will be getting a worse education. So we have to fight back. One final thing I will say, we have to win this fight. We've got no choice about it, and I know we'll win, because if we lose this fight, they will come back for more jobs in the future. They will come back for further job cuts, further course closures, further departments. We can't let that happen. So we have to win, and we will win, and when we win, we will come back and say to management, we don't want your post. If you want to make job cuts, if you want to make financial savings, get rid of all fucking management, and then we'll have to run this university the way we want it.
Teacher.
Where from?
From the United States.
Well, what do you want me to say about the strike?
Well, I don't know. What do you want to say as the president of our student union?
Well, as ever, as I've said many a time, I'm here to preserve and protect the students' interest.
So are you going to stand out here on the picket lines with us?
If that's what the students want, but so far there's been no indication to suggest that, so...
No buts! No education cuts! No ifs! No buts!
No education cuts!
No ifs!
No buts! No education cuts!
No ifs! No buts! No education cuts!